When's the last time we had some good Mormon horror? Let's review Heretic. Heretic stars Hugh Grant, Sophie Thatcher, Chloe East, and is directed by Scott Beck and Brian Woods.
Do not be afraid. You will witness a miracle.
What's up, guys? Welcome to a brand new 2024 review. We're going to review the new A24 movie Heretic starring Hugh Grant. There's been quite a few horror movies this year dealing with religion, and just about all of them are really, they range from good to great. And I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off. This is no exception. This was really, really great, but unique. It's very different than just about everything else this year, religious-wise, that has come before it. It definitely has that A24 flair to it. You know, every time you watch an A24 movie, I think there's a certain criteria that all those movies meet. They're a little bit artistic in nature. You're going to get really great cinematography, great acting across the board. They're going to be often very thought-provoking. And this really checks all those boxes. So before we go any further, let's give you a quick plot synopsis. Very, very simple story. These two Mormon... Now, are they missionaries? I'm not Mormon. I've had friends that are Mormon in the past, but they're missionaries. I'm going to call them missionaries, and they're going door to door, and they go to this door of this guy by the name of Mr. Reed, played by Hugh Grant. And these are, they're female missionaries. They have certain rules. They don't want to go into the house unless there is a female present. And let's just say he is able to lure them into the house. He's very intelligent, very intelligent. Right away, I like that this movie, it gets rid of all those preconceived notions about, I guess, stupid character decisions. It covers its tracks, like as soon as these girls sit down on the couch, he places 2 drinks in front of them. And you as an audience member are thinking, please, please, please do not let them immediately just drink from those glasses. And that's right at the beginning of the movie. So, I like that this movie tries to set up that, hey, we know what you are thinking, okay? We've covered our tracks. By the way, the 2 missionaries are Sister Barnes and Sister Paxton. Sister Barnes is played by Sophie Thatcher. Sister Paxton is played by Chloe East. I've seen Sophie Thatcher in a few other things. I don't think I've seen Chloe East, though. Now, Mr. Reed, played by Hugh Grant, this is a character that loves to play games. Loves to get a conversation going, loves to challenge religions, challenge themes, challenge people in general. And you're going to notice that right away once he gets them into the house. Of course, if you've seen the trailer, you don't trust him, right? And they don't really trust him. And I think that's established really quickly in the movie because they're asking him, can you please bring out your wife? And he's always able to stay 2 steps ahead of them to keep them in the house. I'm not going to divulge how he keeps them in the house, but let's just say you as an audience member are constantly on edge throughout this movie, as is the 2 missionaries. Now, Hugh Grant is absolutely phenomenal. This is an actor, all right? And you can be an actor and you can have, a few lines in each scene and you can work your way through the movie. And then there are just real actors that have to carry an entire monologue of, let's say, 10 minutes, without missing a beat and making it look natural and hitting your marks. And just, Hugh Grant is a pro. He is just on top of his game throughout this whole movie. And you buy it, you buy who this character is and you don't trust him whatsoever, but you're always guessing like, where is this going? What is this guy doing, right? He's constantly toying with these 2 girls and quickly they are, let's just say, terrified because they just want to get the hell out of that house. But he's just so damn smart. And along the way, he's questioning their beliefs. This movie definitely ask the audience to have patience and to also have an open mind, especially when it comes to religion. And I think it is written so well and so thought-provoking, even for, somebody who is the most devout of whatever their faith is. When you watch this movie, it's going to offer some exposition that's definitely going to make you think, make you even feel a little bit uncomfortable. But it does it without like disrespecting, I think, any religion. But I think it does a really good job of, I guess, really just giving a history lesson, right? And this character, Mr. Reed, he's just so well read. He probably knows more about the Mormon religion than these two young girls do. I mean, they're like 19 years old, 20 years old, right? And this is a guy who has lived a life. Sophie Thatcher and Chloe East are fantastic too. They have to be able to bring their A game, so to speak, in terms of acting. And when you're trading lines with somebody as professional and as established as Hugh Grant, you definitely have to know what you're doing. To do a movie like this, I would imagine there has to be a lot of rehearsal just to get the actors comfortable with each other, to make it feel like, they're not acting, that it's just very natural. And you definitely feel that. Also, to be able to turn on the emotion when it's needed. And these young actors, man, they're really great. This is the Hitchcock movie of the year. I think every year there's always one movie. I think Trap tried to be the Hitchcock movie this year, but it failed. It just wasn't a good movie. Whereas this is very effective, and it uses a lot of those Hitchcockian tools, right? It's very patient. It asks the audience to be patient, but I wasn't bored by this movie at all. And it definitely has some great surprises in store. I'd say it's more of a mature type of horror movie. This is not your jump scare movie like we see. And also the two missionaries, Sister Paxton, Sister Barnes, they're very different characters. Sister Paxton, she comes across as just very naive, wet behind the ears, doesn't have a lot of life experiences. Whereas Sister Barnes, she seems like she has a history. She's the one that Mr. Reed is a little more worried about. She's the first one that puts her guard up. She knows, okay, something does not feel right here. But both these characters go through their own journey throughout this movie, and you're going to be surprised at where it all unfolds. So I don't want to give you guys any more about this movie. I think I've given you enough. But, man, it definitely keeps you guessing, keeps you on the edge of your seat. And I loved it. I thought it was excellent. So definitely giving this a super high purchase worthy. Heretic. Definitely check it out. It's out this weekend. You will thank me. 2024, again, what a freaking year. Anyway, be sure to come over to Killer Flicks, where we talk horror all day and every day. And on Fridays, we do Free For All Fridays. Follow my Drumdums on my socials. Support me on Patreon. Become a channel member. Buy me a coffee. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day, and Rum Dum out.